Uh-oh, look at all the early birds. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. A few of you coming on early. Of course, Kevin or Wendy are early. Hey there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me make sure the recording is not resume recording. Okay, there we go.
All right, so the interesting thing for me was that I went into the event thinking that I had 3 questions that I'd written down and I wanted answers to them. And I did get answers to them, but one of the things that I wasn't expecting was that part of what was keeping me from getting answers to them was what I call personal junk that I had to work through. And so I got some real answers to junk, which unlocked the answers to the 3 questions. I don't want to sound like over dramatic, but I basically freed myself of some junk. I unloaded it at the event and was able to get the answers to those 3 questions.
So good. And here, let me ask you another quick question, Christine. Sure. You borrowed the money I heard through earlier.
Yes. So that's something else.
Was all of that worth it? Because you didn't have the money to come. Was it worth borrowing the money?
I didn't have the money to come, and I didn't have the time off to come. Like I have a position that I'm not going to go into my job, but I can't just take time off. I'm an executive, so I basically had to pull strings to be able to go, and I had to borrow the money because all of my funds were allocated in a way that I didn't have it. I just didn't have it.
So talk to me about that. Was it worth it? I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, what if you didn't come?
Yeah.
Can you imagine, seriously, could you imagine not going? What would it have been like if you didn't go, you think? If you just stayed home and just did the same old thing? Okay,
so I believe that the answers to those 3 questions are going to help me grow. You talk about 10 times faster. I'm thinking a lot more than that. Okay. Because there are strategies that I learned that nobody in my organization's talking about. Nobody in my company does it that way. And I'm all about it because it's just so effective. So I'm very excited about the growth that I am expecting. But you know, something that people don't talk about often, in a minute, babe. One thing that people don't talk about often are the relationships. You know, there are a number of people that I met that I love these people. You know, we're on a group chat now in Facebook. And we just, you know, and we encourage each other. And that's special too, just those relationships.
It's awesome. I got a text just came in the chat right now from, I think it says Rockin' Dave Kohansky. Hope I say that right, Dave. It says one of the best events I've been to. It's good to hear. And hey, share if you want to just come on and just say that for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. You know, if there's just a one-liner that you have for the event.
Yeah. Tom, it was great. It was just really amazing. I've been to a lot of events, and I think what's really cool about it is, you know, that it was generic, but it was the love and the caring about everything that I learned was just really cool, and I want to learn how to apply it to what I'm doing. So
right on. I like that. Now I know your name's Rockin' Dave instead of just Dave.
You got it, Tom. I used to have long hair. I cut it last week. I'm getting serious about what I'm doing, so good, that's man. Why.
You look sharp.
Hallie straightened me up.
Good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny how I'll remember you now from exactly where you sat at that seminar.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it was amazing. I'm so glad I went.
Thanks, brother. Good to see you there, buddy.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you soon.
You're working with a rock star.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
Who's that? Who else?
I would like to say something.
Yes, Gabriela.
For me, it was very special for several reasons. First of all, I had been feeling that I needed to do something different. And I think that probably one of the main problems in network marketing is to learn how to be a good sponsor to people. And I think that actually that's why we are being paid in any company, because our role is to guide others and to help them to grow and to make an income.
Yes.
And I think that most people don't succeed on that, because that's probably one of the most important things to learn, how to become, even if we didn't have anybody to teach us in our own company or in our uplines or whatever. I think it's very important to learn how to become a good sponsor and
Awesome.
how to help others to have a duplicable system. But I didn't have any duplicable system, really. And I had been looking for that for a long time. And so that's what I have really liked a lot about getting to know you and Kim. And the other thing is that it was really a pleasure seeing that you and Kim are a very lovely couple who love each other and who are really interested in helping other people to succeed. And for me, that was really, and I know that also for Flor, my friend who was with me, it was life-changing in many ways. And for instance, I made a decision to be a World Changer 4. And last night, I was freaking out at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to spend all that money. I'm going to put all that money in my credit card. But this morning in the call, I realized that it's very important to do that. It's an investment. And I know that it will help me to grow so much that, I mean, that money will be the best money I have ever invested in my business.
Yeah, that's good.
So it was, I loved it.
Thank you. Hey, and I'm gonna take the time to share one thing for about less than 1 minute right now. Is this? We've made the decision that by the time all of you come to the next event with your team, you'll all know what to expect, and your team will not know what to expect to find out what type of mentorship they want. We have a mentorship program for $27 a month. That's maybe where a lot of your new people should be. We have a World Changer 2. It's only $100 per month. So you determine where you want to be as a world changer and what level of mentorship and coaching that you want, okay? And so by the time you come to our next event, which I'm going to mention here in a few minutes, you'll know before, and I'm going to make that one thing a lot more clear so we can go do a lot more training through the event so we don't have to spend any time explaining the World Changer 3 or 4, stuff like that. It was one of the areas I wish I could have done differently, that I had a learning experience with, that I'm going to adjust next time, okay? Thank you, Gabriela. Okay, who's next? And let's try to do 30 seconds or less. Just
I'm gonna jump
big
on.
aha. Jackie!
Yay. Hey, Tom. Thanks so much for just everything that you do, for putting on the event. It was absolutely phenomenal. I loved the lineup of speakers you had on. This is my son, Xander. He wanted to say hello.
What up,
Make
Xander?
his appearance.
What up, champ?
Hello.
It looks like a
Okay,
mini you.
so super quick, I wanted to just let you know what happened after the event.
Okay.
Because the event was like amazing and everybody needs to get there at the next one in Dallas. But what happened after the event is, on my way home with my baby, I got 3 prospects and I got a business builder signed
What?
up.
Like that?
Package. Yeah.
Why?
And
Like,
so,
what did you, I mean, because you've not been doing that for a little while now. You've kind of been on pause a little bit, right?
yeah, I have been
Had a
on
baby,
pause
by the
little
way.
bit.
Had a baby and kind of.
Had a baby. My husband was diagnosed with a very severe disease that we've been dealing with, and we moved and a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
But just on the way home, it was an hour flight, and I got my flight attendant and I got 2 people in Costco and signed up a business builder. So, and this is the thing I want you to know. I found out that my flight attendant lives in Florida. She's got property all over the place. She is, travels back and forth from Europe to here. I got to know who she is. I got to know what she likes. She loves the snow. She loves to, you know, have fun in the snow and do different things. She loves different seasons, and she's passionate about helping people, and she needs to lose weight. She needs more energy in her life. And so that's just a flight attendant that I've gotten to know more so after the flight. So how important it is to get to know people. But and she's excited to order the product and get started in the business. So
tell me real quick, Jackie, you've been to many events with different trainers, right?
yes, I have.
You've become very good at social media. You technically don't need to know how to recruit or build a business, even with your bunny ears. Okay.
Right. This is the bonus of home-based business.
And you've got
you get to be with your kids.
You've got a baby boy there. You've got a baby girl, and you've got a husband.
Wait, Xander. I have 4 children altogether.
4 children altogether. Why would you want to go spend 2-3 days in a hotel room when you technically have the system, you know the plan, you're pretty good at building? Why even go? Seriously, tell everybody, like, why would you go in this day and age? Why would you go to an event?
For me, it's so important to go to these events, to be around like-minded people, and to just surround myself with people who understand what I'm doing, are going in a similar direction, who are high caliber, who want more out of life than the average person. Because I don't know about you, but in my life, I don't have many people who understand what it's like to be in business for yourself. They don't understand the drive it takes, the sacrifice it makes. And so I want to be around people who are growing personally, as well as growing their business and creating the life that they have always dreamed of creating, instead of just living the mediocre average of the 9-to-5 rat race grind. So
good. Boom.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I appreciate that, and I'm excited to see you at our next event.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be there. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see all of you there and your teams there, and hopefully some new business partners that you sign between now and then there.
I just got a text from Tanya Liza. She says, "Hey guys, thank you so much for having me at your event. I love your people. You guys are such a blessing to our world. P.S. Oh, we're driving by your house right now. Kinda. What? Oh my gosh. She better come over. Okay. All right. I'm going to give the announcement, and then I'm going to hear from a few more of you here in a minute, but I want to just give the announcement right now. Is this on October 26th and 27th, this coming up October, in less than 60 days from now, we are going to be at our next event. And the event is called, in fact, I'm going to give you it right now. If you go to this website, you can see the name of the event. It's at PriorityNetworker.com. PriorityNetworker.com. And you can go there later if you want. But it's Priority Networker. And the event is called Unstoppable, the ultimate system for growing an unstoppable team. And what we're going to do, the way the theme is going to be, we learned a lot of how we're going to scale and duplicate your businesses even more clearly than we've done in the last few events, is the first few hours is going to be all around getting your mindset right, and maybe getting rid of some junk in the trunk so you can start right. And then, of course, we're going to move into prospecting. The most effective leaders in the world are going to be teaching you the best ways to find unlimited, high qualified people. And then what do you say to those people? We're going to move into that, and it's going to be a lot more role playing. It's going to be a lot more in the trenches. We're going to have a little bit less speakers, and they're going to go a little bit deeper on the strategies of how to get the mind right, get set, as Josh Higginbotham would say, how to find people, what to say to those people. Do you text them? Do you call them? Do you voice message? How do you go through that process? What's really working and how to do it? And then moving into follow-up. And then, of course, enrolling them as a customer business builder. And then, of course, how do you lead with duplication? So we're going to be going through all those aspects. And again, the event is called Unstoppable in Dallas, Texas. And we decided to do something very unique for it. Is extreme early bird. It's literally only a 72-hour thing where we're going to give tickets away practically for $147. The ticket price will be $397 for the regular general admission. And the reason why, and I never want to do this again, we went into Vegas spending tens of thousands of dollars because we just did. So we got to increase the prices this time a little bit faster than we did last time. So the ticket pricing will be $147 for you and anybody who want to get to this, to PriorityNetworker.com right now. What's it? No, it's PriorityNetworker.com. You can click that button and you'll see the banner there for Unstoppable, and you can click it and register for that event. Okay. All right. Who else is on that wants to share? I see Angela Brooks popped on. She's like she's already been a rock star, but she's like everywhere these days, being interviewed by Tom Chenault today. I saw her on there live streaming. I don't know if Angela wants to share a little bit or someone. Who's next?
Hey, Tom, it's Wendy.
Wendy!
Yep, I guess what I got out of it is that just more details and being around all these people that are good at this and other people that haven't been doing it very long and they're rocking it, and knowing that I just need to apply myself. I need to focus and put stuff on the calendar for follow-up, and I'm going to be able to kick butt just like anybody else. There's no reason I can't.
That's right, Wendy. Yes. So proud of you. Congratulations. Yeah, Michelle Swear, I've been working with her for a little while now, and she's never had major success in network marketing ever. She's a corporate person. She was the #1 recruiter in her company last month. And she says a lot of that's because of our training as a world changer, and she's doing really awesome. Thank you, Wendy. I'm super excited to see you kick major butt. All right, anybody else want to share before we're just about to wrap up here in a few more minutes?
Hi there, I'll share.
Sandy!
Hey.
Go for it.
Hey, I learned that you just need to keep it simple, do it, stay on track, have a plan, and just get as many people as you can in the pipeline and make things messy and keep going.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
It's awesome. Thank you for being there and thank you for sharing. Oh, we have a rock star. Jen Springer's in the house, everybody. Hi, Jen. Good to see you there, rock star. Oh, man, there's so many amazing people. Lori Hart. Welcome, Lori. Ruth.
What are you?
All right, who wants to share? One or two more, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Sandy, I'll put you back on mute for a sec. Make sure you unmute if you're gonna share. One more. Well, I see Damar Zimmerman's on here. He's Damar is one of the master distributors and partners of master distributors of his company. Hey, y'all. Everybody's saying hi to Jen. And Damar, what's that?
I said good morning.
Hey, what's up, Damar? I could tell that voice. Damar, why do you keep coming to our event? You've been doing this thing for 1,000,000 years. You've made
I think
millions of dollars in network marketing. Why do you like our events? And you're saying something today about you've been to a lot of other good training events out there. Why do you like ours?
Well, I've been to a lot of generic. I've been around the industry for a long time, and I went to your event down in San Francisco, and I usually leave early at events like that. You know what I mean? It's because it was so phenomenal. The warmth and the generosity and the non-egos, you know what I mean? And, usually a lot of events like that, you have a lot of egos and it was just refreshing. And this one, I just loved the social media. I'm an old school. I'm about 60 years old, been around the industry forever. And so I'm really intrigued with this social media, and I've already implemented some things that I've didn't expect I would be doing, and I've already got 3 presentations this week off of it, which I don't usually do with social media, and I'm just I'm having a blast. I've got some groups that I put together that are from what Tanya said and stuff like that. I just love it. I love the energy. Just love the energy. It's like I said, a breath of fresh air. So
thank you, brother. Thank you, Damar. And I almost forgot, everybody. If you get a ticket for Dallas, right this minute, the MP3, the recording of Vegas is available, but we decided to only make it available for those of you that get a ticket for Dallas. I don't want you to think that you can just not come and get the replay. So we're going to make it available if you commit, but the price is the same. It's $147. It's $147. If you've already purchased it for $100, then, and you want a ticket for Dallas, it'll only be the difference, just so you know. Okay. So it's $147 for the Dallas ticket at Priority Networker, and we will throw in the entire recording of the Las Vegas event. If all you do is get it for Tanya, if all you do is get it for Kathy Humphreys or Adam Flores or any one speaker, it would be worth $147. So I'm going to do a 2-for-1, probably only tonight, and only because we don't have an order form for the MP3s, and I don't want to have my wife up all night getting orders. So it's a 2-for-1. If you get the Dallas ticket, you get the recording, which is $147 for the recording now. Anyways, you get both, okay? And if you've already paid for it and you want to get a ticket for Dallas, it'll only be the difference of $50. And for that, you might need to put in the chat or something else. Any questions, put in the chat or ask me right here, and I'll do my best to answer. If you are a World Changer 4 at the event, you get, I believe, 10 tickets plus 4 VIP tickets. So you want to sell those to your team for at least $147. You've invested into your training. You don't give it to them for free. Make them either earn it as a contest or have them invest $147 so they can value that ticket, okay? So yes, all of you that are World Changer 4s, you have that. Angela Brooks, I don't know if let me see what she says. Hey, y'all, we are having a huge thunderstorm, so I cannot pop on. Such a great event. The energy in the room and the people were outstanding. Thank you. Some of the best training at events are afterward for appetizers or dinner or the lunches of the VIP. So that's where a lot of you have become really good friends I've seen over the years with our events. And I saw that happening this weekend as well. All right, I'm going to wrap up with this story. And then if there's anybody else, if there's someone else that wants to share, put in the comment that you would like to share, please, and I'll unmute you. I'm going to tell a really quick story. I went to over 100 plus events my first 10, 15 years in this industry. And then I got to a point where I didn't want to go to events anymore. I was burnt out in my mind, I thought. And I stopped going. And I told my upline, I'm done. I'm not going to another event again. And we were going every month, investing $300 to $500 just for the ticket. And then the airfare, we would fly all over the country to go to events. Plus we'd go to training every Saturday morning. And I said, I'm done, Sherry. And she says, had some choice words to say to me. Not very nice, I'll say. And I started working at home. The bottom line is I went on a 3-year downward spiral and my income just crashed because I was kind of on an island by myself and all of my team was trying to learn 100% through conference calls and training through, the conference calls that we used to do and the webinars for training. And in my mind, I thought it was the same training. It's the same words. It's the same people. Why in the world do I need to get my butt out of the house and go to fly and pay all that money? And it just didn't make sense to me anymore. I'm tired of it, to be honest. And so, but I saw my income crash and all the people's income that stayed in the events go through the roof and continually be stable and strong. And so what happened was I lost everything financially. Years later, I got back in the industry and I said, I'm never going to make that mistake again. Plugged into another training system like what we have at World Changers. And that's when I built my biggest team of my life to over 40,000 people. And every single top earner in my team, except for one, I had 40 plus people that were earning incredible income, many of them earning over 6 figures within their first year, many of them within their second year. And like clockwork, it was because we used the training events as the major, not the entire, but the major piece of the system. And I just saw how that transforms lives when people get out of their comfort zones and go to the right kind of environment and the culture that produces events. And some of you even right now might be thinking, gosh, she's so promotional. It is not easy to get people to move. That's why you've got to be a little bit edifying and promoting to get people to events. And the number one way to get people to events is to play this recording, get this recording to people, or let them hear from Jackie or Wendy. They might relate to Wendy's testimonial. And we have all the testimonials of all the speakers, trainers, and all the participants that were at our last event. We have a video coming out in the next few days that you'll be able to use as well. But you want to go right now and get your recording of San Diego for $147. It includes a ticket to Dallas, Texas. And everybody, I'm going to share this too. Mike, I've made a commitment to set, this is the announcement I was going to share with everybody that very few people know about yet. And that is this. I have committed to going all in myself and renting out the entire, most likely, we haven't finalized this yet, but most likely it's going to be the Westin at Lake Las Vegas next August, when the rates are, for a beautiful resort, the rates are under $100 a night. And we're going to be looking at doing things like renting out the entire hotel, all for World Changers. It's going to be retreat style, which means we're going to be doing half days training, half days being on the lake, being on the paddle boards, being at the pool, being in the cabanas. We're looking at potentially a band in the beach and doing a fun retreat where you can bring your family if you want. It looks like it's even a dog-friendly hotel, I found out. And there's a lot of fun things to do at the resort. The only way that we're looking at making it either all for World Changers only, first ever World Changer retreat, but also there's going to be some kind of qualification to that. One of the qualifications is you got to go to Dallas, or at least one of the intro events like Unstoppable that's coming up in Dallas, Texas. So if you want to go to the big retreat, make sure you come to one of our next up and coming events like Unstoppable, October 26th and 27th. Any one last person want to share before we wrap up? All right. Let me make sure I'll check the thing here. All right. 30 seconds. Millie, you want to do it real quick?
Sure. Sorry, have to unmute myself. If you're on the fence, there is nothing better than going to a live event. You can't really replicate it because I mentioned in the little chat comments, so much of the good, juicy stuff is what happens in the side conversations after the session's done, which in and of themselves were amazing, off the charts. But then all these conversations around the lunch table, the VIP was amazing, and the food is, oh, can you see me? I don't even know.
Yeah, we see you perfect, Millie.
So anyhow, you have to go to the event because the vibrational energy that is in the room, you can't replicate that over video or over, you might get content, but the thing that really moves people is what happens in here. I mean, I just got a new member today. I got 3 new prospects that are like going to be awesome from my weekend, from going to and from, and my Lyft driver. So you guys have been amazing and really helped to take my business from just not really know what I'm doing to all the tools and the skills that I need. So you got to go to an event.
Yes, absolutely. And Lori Hart, this is recorded right now, this Zoom, and you definitely want to get the recording to your team, okay? We'll be posting this in the World Changer group and Priority Networker free group as well, so you can get that out to people. It might be emailed to you as well. By the way, for those of you who never met my wife, Kim, this is my wife, Kim.
Hi, everyone.
And she's never going to go to an event again without speaking, right? Right? She was
stuck in between.
She was the highlight in San Diego, and we had so many good speakers, we didn't have time for all of us.
Well, Millie's up on we can see her all. I want to thank you personally again for everything behind the scenes. We couldn't do this without you. Tamar just said milliesabomb.com. I totally agree. Thank you so much. There's so many people in here that's jumped in. Clients are like, how can I help? So appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys have a blessed night. And if we can help you in any way, let us know. And I know if you have any questions on World Changer 3 or 4, we're starting a whole new round of World Changer 3 or 4s. Let us know ASAP, okay? God bless you guys.
Love you guys.
And make sure you register. We only have 72 hours for the 147 rate, and that's going to go up, okay? God bless you guys. Thank you
God
for
bless
everybody.
you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
No, Damar.
What? No for what?
Are we gonna ride our bikes to Dallas?
I would.
Negative.
Maybe. Hi, Catherine. Good to see you. Who else? Anybody else that we didn't say hi to? Lynn. Welcome, Lynn.
Rhonda, Lynn.
Joanna. Welcome, Joanna.
Hi, Joanna. Kristen.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Sarah Payne. Yep. All right. You guys have a blessed night.
Julie.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.